J to the I with Ryan Drake on The Spy and KOSU here until 9 p.m. Support for The Spy and KOSU is provided by Kane's Ballroom, presenting Swedish indie pop band Mike Snow live in concert Friday, June 9th in Tulsa. Tickets and information at canesballroom.com. My guest this evening, I brought half of Norman with me into the studio today. This is interesting to me because I usually interview people with things that I'm like really clued in on and things I know a lot about. I'm really interested in what you guys are doing. I just don't know exactly how to explain it to people. And so I'm very excited to have Don, Major, Cade, and Jacob, who are all kind of a collective of video gamers called Friends Without Benefits. Thank you all for being here.
Hey, thanks so much for having us.
I know how difficult it is to get a group of people to do anything at all. So the fact that you all are here is incredible. This is, from my perspective, I've been a fan of video games for a long time, and I've seen kind of the evolution of how the internet has changed video games. But what you guys are doing is like a thing that happened like after I kind of aged out,
Right.
if that makes any sense.
Right.
I've seen like the rise of Twitch and the rise of like Let's Plays, but for a lot of people who might not know what those are, how would you describe that to them?
It's really weird because there were multiple things that really pushed a growth in video games and just culture on the internet. I think the biggest part of it was YouTube changed an algorithm of what appears in their search engine more often and what makes more ad revenue. And then there are all these people making a lot of skits that take hours and hours, and they can make once a week possibly. Or video games, if you want to record for 70 minutes and split that up into 10 minutes per day, that's a week's worth of content right there, and a lot less of the time and effort. So.
Because I've grown up a lot in the comedy scene. I've done comedy for a long time, and so I see all these people that I know in different cities, not so much in Oklahoma, but in different cities. They create YouTube shows, and it's like, wow, that's weird that you just write a thing, you put it on YouTube, and you get like 500,000 views, and you're making money off of it. But now people who are not less creative, but just like people who are good at video games can do that, where you literally will play a game for 70 minutes, split it up, and you put it up for a week, and it's a similar thing.
Right.
I think calling me less creative is totally fair.
Yeah.
just to put that out there.
As soon as I said it, I was like, they're going to walk out when I said it.
It really allows for the situational comedy to come up a lot more. Because
it's improv. It's basically improv.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So, but you guys are like one of the first groups. Is there a big scene in Oklahoma City or Oklahoma for like streaming or Let's Plays or video games in general?
Else other than like Smooth McGroove.
Smooth McGroove is someone I've been trying to talk to forever, and he and I just can't
He's in
connect.
Yukon.
I had no idea.
He's in Yukon.
I moved down here in April, so I'm not very familiar with basically anyone or anything down here yet.
Where'd you move here from?
Stillwell, Kansas, which is about 5.
Well, you're like you're in the big city now.
Yeah, no kidding. This ain't Kansas anymore. We're really stepping up in the world.
Why did you come here? That sounded aggressive.
What are you doing here? Go back home.
Well, I dropped out of high school in October.
That's
of
what
2016.
That's what I was getting to.
Yeah.
So you were in high school literally like 6 months ago.
Yeah, I was. I'm
How old
18.
Are you? You're 18?
19 in May 22nd is my birthday.
The rest of us are all 21.
Yeah, he's the young baby boy.
I'm the little
but you guys
baby
are all
boy of the group.
21.
Yeah,
like,
believe it or not.
Wow,
But,
you guys are so young.
Yeah,
so adorable.
I know. It's the baby face.
So whenever like this whole thing started with Jacob, right? Like, is this your thing?
So, the channel Friends Without Benefits was a branch because I have my own channel called Alpharad, and I've been working on that. I'm currently at about 360,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Humble brag.
Thank you. I'm gonna put the numbers.
You gotta plug it in.
You gotta let him know.
Yeah.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
But Dawn's been my best friend for a good amount of years.
Aww.
And so I wanted to do a Let's Play channel, it's like a small thing on the side where we could just play games, friend, buddy. And then him and I started Friends Without Benefits, and it was just us for a good amount of time. And then eventually, completely unrelated Friends Without Benefits, my channel got to a point where I was like, you know what? I want to get an office. I think we're to a point where we can expand
That's so
and
cool.
have people editing. And Major's been also one of my best friends since 7th grade. And
I keep waiting for him to be like, and Cade's just a guy I know.
Yeah. Cade's some guy I
basically
met
it.
on the internet.
Yeah.
So
we just started DMing back and forth on Twitter.
Modern Love.
Yeah, then I think it was like one of the preceding days after I like officially stopped going to high school.
No, it was the day before.
Was it the day before?
You are a bad influence.
Yeah, don't listen to me ever, by the way.
You talked to Jacob once, dropped out of high school.
Do not follow in my footsteps. Stay in school, kids.
And then he moved to Oklahoma.
Yeah, he was like,
series
wouldn't it be cool if we had
events.
an office? And I was like, haha, yeah. And he was like, you want to get an office? And I was like,
I said I
okay.
found one and I got one and I'm doing it. And he goes, that's the dream. And I was like, then come. And he goes, all right,
Yeah,
I'll drop out of high school.
That's
Yeah,
Wait,
sure.
that's crazy.
Yeah, no, I said the same
it's-
thing. I would not have done the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I've been doing YouTube for like the past 2.5-ish years.
Okay, but
so-
whenever you say, like, I feel like I'm right at that because I'm 29. I
Uh-huh.
feel like 30 and older, if you go, I've been doing YouTube, people are going, what does that even mean?
You're not wrong. I don't know. I've just been making videos, and I've known for a while that this is like what I want to do. I want to be in like entertainment and stuff like that, which YouTube was by far the biggest outlet for that. So that's kind of just what I was doing all through high school. And then it got to a point where I was at like 100, I think 10-ish thousand subscribers when I was in my...
What kind of stuff are you doing on YouTube?
It's a really good question. I get asked that all the time, and I still don't have a
It's
definitive
really
answer.
hard to explain. Like,
Is it-
what we
okay,
do.
is it like
It's
comedy?
basically, yeah, it's comedy. I play through a game and then I go through and I commentate over it and
Okay,
give
so it's like video game
lots of
comedy
haha
stuff.
funny jokes and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I do basically.
Have you ever
And people
done,
like
have you
it
ever
for some
done like
reason.
comedy before?
The what?
Have you ever done like stand up before?
I have not. No,
You should do
But-
stand up.
He's
You
18,
think so?
dude.
I'm 18. Man.
I know.
I don't have any life experience. I can't even drink a
I'm
beer.
seeing money in your eyes right now. Like,
You think so?
I can groom you and make a lot of money off of it.
Well,
he's
hell
got,
yeah,
He's
I'm
got the
down.
voice. He's
Absolutely.
got like a perfect
Yeah.
voice.
Yeah,
He's
that's,
just pretty good.
that's the whole reason that I grew. It's because people think that I have a like somewhat good voice, which I mean that's fine by me because it's my
You're like,
only
"Which
redeeming
I
quality. Yeah, that's not to brag or anything, but I like to think I do.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, so I was making enough money off of it. He was like, let's go get an office. I was like, okay. And then I moved down here, and now I have my own apartment, and I have an office. And it's really
and you
nice.
work. This is like your full time gig. Right?
This is just what I do.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
2017 is the
No,
best.
you want to know what's crazy is last night he was working. I crashed with him because I, live in Edmond. He
Mhm.
was like, I went to bed at maybe 3:00. He's like, cool. I got to go record for like 3 more hours. Tonight.
Yeah,
he
That's-
works like these two guys right here. They work all the time.
It
It's
is.
crazy.
Yeah.
So whenever you have an office, like because I feel like there's some pieces missing between like we started a
Yeah.
YouTube channel to we have an office.
Yeah.
Like what like fill in those middle pieces. Like,
Well,
you started like not necessarily doing let's plays, just kind of like
Yeah.
similar like
Yeah.
comedy videos about video games.
I think it's funny. I think Let's Plays can be like fairly lazy compared to other things. So that's why it's kind of like just our fun side project.
Mhm.
For those of you who don't know, Let's Play is just you play a game, commentate over it, and then you just upload that raw and unedited. It's just
Basically.
very personal.
Or if any edits, very minimal.
Yeah, exactly. So I always liked having something I could just sit and play, construct jokes as the time goes on, and I would edit the highlights out of that and kind of create a funny video out of that.
Yeah.
That's what I like doing. I actually have a film background where I did film all through high school and through college, and I went to the summer camp called Oklahoma Summer Arts Institute, and it allows you to work with like real editors and real directors from Hollywood, things of the such. And that's where I learned how to edit. And I like to like be in control of the project I'm in. And as the editor, you don't have all the say. So I stopped doing film and started uploading YouTube videos as a joke because I still loved editing.
What was the first YouTube video you uploaded? Do you remember? Was it about video games?
It was a game I played with this guy.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
what
Was it really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. What was that?
Was it the PM?
That was the broken melee.
Oh, that's right.
We hacked Super Smash Brothers Melee and just kind of reacted to it it's a 2-minute video.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's so weird now going from like that early stage where we were literally just in your apartment and we would just sit on the couch and we would just be like, oh hey, let's just record this video or whatever.
Yeah.
Like just randomly off just because we wanted to, and now we like have our own office space and
Yep.
like we have schedules and we like have deadlines now, and it's like such a weird turn of events of the way it happens because it starts as just this, it's literally just it's just in a room with minimal equipment, and you just ride that out until you get to like this point.
No, that's absolutely true.
Yeah,
I started, in my bedroom with my computer. I was using my iPhone.
That could be the beginning of a lot of really weird
Yeah,
stories.
exactly. But no, I just I got my start doing Let's Plays, but I have gradually moved away from that because I actually like to put effort and time into my work now, as pretentious as that might sound. But yeah, I started just in my bedroom. I sat down and I used my iPhone microphone to record audio and just email it to myself. And now here I am in a real live studio. How far we've come.
I'm glad that I could be the new peak for you. This is like a
thank
career
you.
milestone.
This is a new milestone, and I'd like to thank you for that.
You're very welcome. I've never had a high school dropout on my show. I got fresh out of high school dropout.
Well,
and
there's
I'm
a
aware
first
of.
time for everything.
I'm anxious to see what happens in my life now that I've talked to Jacob once. Like, if I'm gonna go. Like,
You should try going back to high school.
yeah.
You should come work with us. in our office, man.
Didn't drop out of
It's
high
kind of like
school.
never been kissed or something.
Yeah, I had like 5 credits left, so I was like almost done. I had like 1 semester to go, but I was like, who really needs it at the end of the day?
yeah.
I can just play video games on the internet. That's fine.
Yeah,
This
you
will
hear that,
surely
kids?
not fail at all.
All right, we're gonna play some songs. I let you guys each choose. There's 4 of you, but somehow we came to a 3-song consensus. I'm gonna play the first song right now. It's called "It's a Departure." Who chose that one?
This guy right here.
All right, who's this by?
The Long Winters.
That's right, the Long Winters.
Yeah,
So here's "It's a Departure" by the Long Winters. Any reason you want to play it? Just you like it?
it's a good song.
It's a good song. So
There
here
you
we
go.
go. Long Winters. We'll be right back with more from the dudes from Friends Without Benefits. The Long Winter, State of the Art with Ryan Drake on The Spy and KOSU here until 9 p.m. Support for KOSU provided by the Oklahoma City Energy FC Pro Soccer, returning to the pitch at Taft Stadium for the home opener Saturday, April 8th at 7 p.m. Information on 2,000 t-shirts at the gate and tickets at energyfc.com. I'm back with the Friends Without Benefits guys. Don, Major, Cade, and Jacob / Alpharad.
Yeah.
That's your name on
Yeah.
YouTube. He's a big star. I'm very excited to have him here. He took the day off from gaming to come by. I really appreciate it. No, they said that like you're like one of the hardest working people. And so I want to know, like, whenever you started this channel, like you started your own channel and you started Friends Without Benefits as kind of like a sub channel to that. But like, how does it get to a point? Like, what do you do to grow it? Like, how does it get to a point where you can get an office and have like employees?
A lot of work. That's
Right.
the short answer. It's really weird because a lot of people, most notably family members and people who are like acquaintances I knew from like high school or early college, they all kind of see it as playing video games and that's it. But I would say like a minority of the time, or like a small amount of the time, I'm actually playing the video games. And
at some point, it's got to feel like, oh, I guess I have to play this game now.
Yeah,
It doesn't-
no,
like it loses the
I
fun,
don't
right?
play games recreationally anymore, so it's kind of depressing. Kind of,
It's very
whatever.
sad.
I mean, it's work now, which is crazy to me. I've never would have dreamed that this would actually come true.
Yeah, it's really cool work, but it is definitely a lot of work.
Yeah.
Like he works more hours, I think, than anybody I know.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, yeah, I have a YouTube channel which is. I mean,
I'm a YouTube partner.
I have a
Right.
YouTube part. Hey, follow
He's
me on
like,
Twitter
come
at
on.
Datashack.
Yeah. If any of you want to go subscribe to Weegee Plays, that's it.
He's like, he works really hard. Anyway, I have a YouTube channel.
That's that. I mean,
I feel like I have a YouTube channel is like the most like 2010s thing that I could never hear it again and be totally happy.
you're not wrong.
The bit that we've kind of adapted is I'm a YouTube partner because anyone can become a YouTube partner.
What does that mean? A YouTube partner?
It
What does that
doesn't
even
mean
It means
anything.
nothing,
Yeah,
but
it
it
means
sounds
nothing.
It
important.
sounds. And I put that on a business card.
Yeah.
I
I'm the YouTube
trust
partner.
you more
Yeah.
by default.
But yeah, I'm about half the size of Jacob, and he works probably 5 times more than I do. I'm pretty lazy when it comes to making things, but he's like always on it, which is really impressive. Which I have no idea how he has the mental fortitude to keep it up like every single day. But
So
does a
take
good job.
me through a typical day for Jacob. Like whenever you're doing your own channel, you're doing Friends
yeah,
Without
you
Benefits.
take
Like
it away.
yeah, like take me through like I'm assuming you stay up. Like I stay up late as well. I stay up to like 4 or 5 every day.
Yeah.
And I wake up like 11.
YouTube has really ruined my sleep schedule because
Yeah.
I'm taking this
Oh,
semester off of school, so I have no time to wake up.
Right.
So,
no,
yeah.
I feel that too.
So sometimes I don't sleep and that happens like maybe like once every 3 weeks or so. But the average day, I'll kind of wake up and go. I have a computer at home that sometimes if I want to like do laundry, I'll like work at home and stuff like that. But usually I go to the office and I have a calendar of. I kind of like when I have an idea for a video, I go to my calendar first and see where I can upload that. And I will start recording for about like 4 hours to get something done. And I'll say, oh, I'll keep recording and record maybe like 2 or 3, 4 more hours. Then I'll spend like the next 2 or 3 days editing all of those videos. And that could be, Yeah.
So it's only one day of actual playing, and the next 3 days you're editing that.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what I like to do. Sometimes it doesn't work like that when like you're working constantly behind a deadline if you get behind.
Right.
But that's what I like to do, and it's really fun because I love procrastinating throughout college.
Sure.
So I love having a deadline. And when you set a deadline for yourself, it's taught me a lot of self-discipline to work on it. But it's mainly just editing. That's a hefty majority. And what sucks is that my standard for what's considered good has only gotten higher. So how long I edit has only gotten longer throughout the years. So it's busy. I work a lot. I don't do much else.
Yeah, I get a lot of texts from him at like 1 a.m. He's like, "Hey, is anybody coming into the office tonight?" We're like, "Dude, we're going to sleep."
Yeah.
Major, do you do any like of the actual like on-screen stuff, or are you just an editor?
Yeah, I play some of the games on the Friends Without Benefits channel. It's really hard for me to record just because I'm just low energy, and low energy is like not that good for YouTube.
Right.
So, and
some pro tips.
yeah,
I'm just really slow.
I'm just like and I don't get things naturally. So half the video, half the video is me like confused, and then I go back to watch it, and the comments are like, "Oh, this guy's so incompetent in the game," so it's like not reinforcing.
Oh no, that's the thing. When you're playing a video game and not having to entertain people, it's a lot easier. When the main objective is be entertaining, the game really takes a back seat, which is a blessing and a curse because you're kind of more entertaining, but every single comment is, "Why didn't you go and get the thing, idiot? You missed it. It was right there." But it's like I'm trying, man.
Like
it's hard.
A perfect example of this is we recently did a bit for the Friends Without Benefits channel where it was an April Fool's joke where they went to Chuck E. Cheese and the joke was that I was supposed to be like left at the office. And I did like a solo playthrough of Solitaire just to make it really sad.
That's pretty funny.
And it's just a joke. Like the video, the average Friends Without Benefits video is like 10 minutes long, and the Solitaire video is like 3 minutes long.
I think really it's like 6 hours long.
And that would have been funnier.
Yeah, so it's a short video and it's just for a joke. But all the comments are like, "Oh, you totally could have used the 3 of diamonds right there."
But how much of those commenters are like in on it, and they're just like they're like with the joke, and
It's
they're trying to
really
be funny?
hard to tell.
But that's the thing I almost forgot to ask you about is commenters. Like you guys have a lot of followers, you get a lot of views on your videos. Like, do the comments ever hurt? Do they ever just like? Do you ever just stop and be like,
We could.
why
No,
not do
I
No.
antagonize them all the time.
I go and like them.
We could honestly do a full segment explaining the comments we've seen because we've seen some really good
Yeah.
Oh
ones.
my god.
What are
yeah.
some of the? Give me some of the greatest hits.
Oh,
If you need to self edit, please self edit.
Let me go to my Twitter really fast because I have like hundreds of screen caps of just pure gold.
People are really mean to this guy.
Oh yeah,
Why?
people absolutely hate.
Wait, are you the one? Are you the one that they hate on the most?
Oh yeah, absolutely,
Interesting.
without doubt. Well, not necessarily on the Friends Without Benefits channel, but like on my
Just
own
in
channel.
my real life.
Yeah, no, in real life and on the internet. So it's kind of a double-edged sword there. But
that's just a sword.
yeah, it's just what we call a sword at the end of the day. So yeah, I get by far like the most angry, like belittling comments. But most of them are just from like 9-year-old children that don't know how to spell. So
Sure.
it's really mean, but also at the same time very funny.
I feel like you
And-
would be a lot of fun to just pick on.
Yeah,
I see
a lot
the
of people
appeal.
say
I
that.
see the appeal.
A lot of people
Personally,
say that.
I like to make fun of Major the most, but
Okay.
that's just because he's the smallest.
Major takes it. He's really good at
He
taking
is
it.
really good at
I'm
taking
actually really lucky because a lot of people, when they see the videos, they just immediately go for my teeth because I have some messed up teeth. I'm from Oklahoma, right? So, and that's fine. It's really obvious, and I'm kind of over it. They can, and like, it's great because they attack that instead of stuff that I'm like actually insecure about.
Oh, why don't you give us
Yeah,
some
give us-
examples?
Is there a
like
list?
they could be like, "Oh, this guy." They could instead complain about like how I'm not funny or how like I'm perpetually awkward in almost everything I do. But instead, they're like, "Oh, this guy's big messed up teeth."
No, that's the thing,
and I'm
yeah,
like, "Oh,
like-
fine, that's fine."
a lot of the comments I get whenever I do like
I love that we're responding to comments that don't exist. You guys are like, let me just already deflect before I get started.
a lot of the comments. Like, I'm a bit of a big hefty boy, as the people in this room can probably
Yeah,
tell.
yeah.
So I get a lot of fat comments. But it's every single one. I'm giving you so much material to work with, from my personality to my busted face to everything about me, and the only thing that they can come up with is the fat thing. Like you have to do better.
I'm
You
here
have
with,
to do
I'm
better.
here with jaded YouTubers on State of the Art.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, pretty much.
I
Yeah.
like to think that
Jesus.
I've become pretty jaded, for better or for worse.
I mean, we all
Um,
grew up on the internet. It's just
Yeah, it's just kind of
it
commonplace.
ruined our brains.
I've got some questions about like very specific video games for you guys. We're gonna play another song first. We're gonna play the second song, and we're gonna come back. We're gonna do that. The second song is by Post Malone. I like Post Malone a lot. The song's called Congratulations. Post Malone. We're going to play it right now. We'll be right back.
My mama called, see you on TV, sunset done changed ever since we was.
Post Malone, State of the Art, Ryan Drake on The Spy and KOSU. Here until 9 p.m. Support for The Spy provided by the Oklahoma City Museum of Art's weekly Art After 5 event featuring live music by Edgar Cruz and the Three Amigos on the museum's roof terrace this Thursday with a full bar and downtown views. More information at okcmoa.com. I'm here with the Friends Without Benefits. You can find them all on YouTube at YouTube. Like, what's the best way to like send people to your stuff?
Just search Friends Without Benefits. You'll find
I
it.
feel like a lot of
Yeah.
weird. I feel
It's
like
a
lot
catchy
of
name.
No,
weird
we're like
websites
the
to
first
pop up.
result. It's fine.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Because I feel like there could be some videos out there.
Probably.
Oh yeah. Well,
Probably.
it's without benefits. So come on, we're good.
Yeah.
Okay. Friends Without Benefits, who are a collective of like video game let's players, video game. How else would you describe it? Like stream? Do you guys stream at all? Like
I tell people
Yeah,
I work for
sometimes.
Google.
because
You're not wrong.
you're a YouTube partner.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
Here
telling
with-
people what you do for a living is the hardest thing.
Oh no!
Absolutely.
The other day at the office, I walked outside for a smoke, and somebody who works at one of the like normal businesses in that complex, she came out. She's like, "Oh, are y'all new to the complex?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we moved here in like January." And she's like, "Well, what do you do?" And I was like, "Stuff."
Right now, like
I was like, "I have no idea what to tell." This
I've defaulted to telling people that I'm just in entertainment because I feel like that's a lot more simple.
that's way more like
That's way more
creepier.
questions.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
Think so?
yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, I work in
Usually-
entertainment. Don't worry about it.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just really uninteresting because people are just like, oh, okay.
Whenever you guys are doing these videos, like, how do you decide what games you're gonna play?
For Friends Without Benefits?
For anything, like how do you decide? Like how do you do things that are like culturally relevant, like in the zeitgeist? Like, oh, we should play the new Zelda because everyone's playing the new Zelda. Or do you go the opposite direction?
For me, at least, that's a big part of it, yes. I like to stay current with whatever's coming out because that equals more clicks, obviously.
Friends Without Benefits, it's really the games that we just want to do. Like,
Yeah, that's what it is for Friends Without Benefits.
since it's a side project, we're not as worried as putting out like what people want to see because that's that's their stuff.
Yeah.
But like it's like, hey, let's play Nicktoons Unite for the Nintendo GameCube
Hell
that
yeah.
came out in like
Absolutely.
2011. Like
Very nice.
just a stupid game.
2011.
I don't know when
Was
it
that-
came
that
out.
It's like 2002.
Oh yeah, they probably didn't. They probably weren't making games for the GameCube in 2011, were they?
That'd just be impressive. That's a passion project at that point.
How do you choose the games that you play? Like, because you've got like you've got your own channel.
Yeah.
You've got like a lot of viewers. Like, do you try to cater to them, or do you do your own thing and just hope they come along with it?
What's hard about YouTube is like to get big on YouTube, you really have to get big in one specific thing first. And then you have to branch out from that. And that is difficult.
Yeah.
Because if you make another video for something else that people don't or did not subscribe for, they will not watch it.
Right.
So you can average like 150,000 views per video. Then you upload something that's not what you got popular of, and that will get like 10,000 views. So it's hard branching out from that. And then I finally did, and I became less of a one-trick pony and more of a variety YouTuber who plays any type of game, and they all get consistent amount of views, and it's really exciting that what I want has started to overlap with what the fans want, because it didn't for a long time. And now it finally is again. But it's kind of hard deciding between my channel and Friends Without Benefits what games I want to play. But now that we have 5 people on it, it's kind of easier. I can play something, then someone else will play it. But it's hard to decide what is this game better for my edited format or like the long play format with a friend.
Right. Take me through this. Whenever you sit down and you like, they're just like, all right, we're doing this game. Here we go. You start the game, you press record, and you guys just go.
Yeah.
You have a time limit.
Basically.
You have the timer where you're like, all right, we got to
We have
stop at a certain time.
It's kind of dependent on what game we're playing. Like me and Dylan did the new Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game that came out recently. And, since that's a longer game, we have like 30-ish minute episodes as opposed to like a shorter game where we
Sure.
would have like 10 to 15-ish minutes. So it's kind of dependent on what the game is for how long we go.
I want to talk to you actually about that Zelda game, or actually kind of like the Nintendo Switch. If you guys I'm assuming you all have one like at the office.
Yeah, we do.
Do you have one at the office?
Jacob over here got his early because he's a special boy.
He's big time now.
Nintendo gave him
Wow.
special privileges.
Look at you.
Yeah, I had to stand in Best Buy at like 3 a.m. like a peasant with everybody else.
Are you guys? Are you in on the Switch? Like they only have 2 games for it, right? But
Yeah, they have.
But you're in on it,
They have
right?
like a couple, but Breath of the Wild is the only one that people care about right now. So
I do want to note there were 4 games that came out with the Switch, and one was Just Dance 2017.
I didn't know that. I knew that.
Here's the thing. That
games are
game
fun.
came out on the Switch, the Wii U, and the Wii.
yeah,
The Wii.
Wait, what? It came out on the Wii also?
Yes.
I'm
Wow.
like 2011.
They still make new games for the Wii.
No.
That's
the thing.
Just Dance, whatever we're on.
Their demographic is like kids and moms, I guess. And
Don't throw shade at the Just Dance games. Those are fun.
Oh, I'm
They're
sorry. Is
super
that your
fun.
favorite game?
It's
Is that
not
what we're
my-
getting into right now?
I mean, I
And
feel
your
a
Ryan
little-
Drakes
feel-
in the world.
I feel a little attacked right now.
I'm
I'm so
kidding.
sorry. I'm so
just
sorry.
kidding.
No, let's run through. What do you like to play?
Yeah, what's your game of the year? Just
the
Dance
Switch.
2017
What
for
do
the
you
Wii?
Oh man, I mean, it does have 2017 right in the title, so it's basically the last two games I got really into were Skyrim and GTA 5.
I like one of those games.
Which
I also like one of those.
GTA 5.
You don't like Skyrim?
I
feel like-
played
I feel like
a
it's
whole
pretty-
bunch of
I feel like it's
Skyrim
pretty trendy to
back
not
in like
like Skyrim.
2011. I played it all the time as a little child, but as I matured, I think my taste did as well. So,
I tried to get into the new Metal Gear Solid last year and I couldn't do it.
oh, I love that game. That was a
Yeah.
fantastic game. I really liked it.
Couldn't do it. I was
Yeah.
always a fan of the rhythm games, so like Just Dance and like Guitar Hero.
Guitar
those
Hero
are-
was fantastic.
DJ Hero was my jam.
I want to say I was ranked in Guitar Hero 2 back in the day.
Whoa,
Yo,
wait,
let's go.
Really?
I didn't
Yeah.
know they had rankings.
There's a leaderboard.
like,
It's
oh, was it
your-
just the online leaderboard?
Yeah.
Okay,
And back in like early like middle school and like early high school, I didn't have friends.
sure.
So
But now you have friends without benefits.
yeah, exactly.
Hey, bring
Yeah.
it back.
So if you're sitting there alone in your room and don't have friends, just get 360,000 YouTube subscribers, and you too can have friends. That's how it works.
We're only here because
Dude,
of
I would
that.
I would
Yes.
love to play you in a Guitar Hero 2 showdown.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
please
Fight-
do.
yeah,
Can we
let's
set
go.
that up?
I would
Let's
love
set
to
the
do
au-
that.
You know what? Just we don't even need to cue up music. We'll just play a song and then you listen to it.
So yeah, like where are we at with video games right now? Like the Switch is out. You guys like the Switch? I'm assuming. I like it a lot.
It's
I like what I
okay.
played.
Hardware wise,
Wow,
no,
you
it's not
really?
that good. Yeah,
I'm a Nintendo hater. So.
Yeah,
We're kind of
hate
in the same
Nintendo,
camp.
but-
We just
Yeah.
don't generally care too much for Nintendo products.
Thank you, Nintendo, for giving me a free Switch. I love your product. Hashtag free product.
Yes.
Hashtag spawn.
Nintendo fans are some of the most ravenous, degenerate people you'll ever meet. By the way, let's get that clear. No,
Hold on,
offense.
that's not
A little
us.
bit of
Yeah.
offense.
I love
None of us agree.
Yeah.
He does not speak for
Opinions-
Friends Without Benefits as a
Opinion's
whole.
not affiliated with Friends Without Benefits, but yeah, I did my own video about the new Zelda Breath of the Wild game, and I made like very, very slight
called- A
criticisms.
friend without benefits.
Yeah, basically. I made very slight criticisms about the game. All of the comments are, oh, you're just a hater, idiot. You're bad at the game. You're not good at anything.
Mm.
Die.
YouTube.
Stuff
A
like
lot
that.
of die.
Lots of dies.
People
Yeah.
really wanted him to die.
Absolutely. A whole lot of people.
That's interesting because I actually really liked it, and I don't necessarily like Nintendo that much either. I haven't had a Nintendo system since like the 64, I think. But,
Yeah.
it's a
No,
good
the
one.
Switch is a good console. It's just it has Breath of the Wild right now, and that's kind of it. So
Right. If you're not a Nintendo fan, do you have an allegiance towards Sony or Microsoft, or you just kind of
Absolutely
play in the
not.
field?
PC
PC.
Master Race.
yeah,
yeah.
play
Play
most of the
PC
stuff
till
on
I
PC.
Oh, see, PC's the game is like the one I've never got into at all.
Really?
It's
Yeah, that's the best one
it's
right there.
the most cost efficient way.
It seems so. PC gaming to me, like as someone who's just a casual gamer, seems like the most like intense. Like everyone's trying to outdo each other.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
like,
yeah,
and like the
yeah.
games and like the multiplayer games are like way more intense and like
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
that seems like
That's
that
like
seems
where
too
the
much for
competitive
me.
scene for
It
video
can
games are.
seem like that because like that side totally exists.
Yeah.
But the PC has just an unrealistic library of games that you can't get on a console. Like you can argue hardware and like stuff like that, but honestly, you can just argue the library alone because you can buy like the Xbox 360, the Xbox One, then you get your Switch for your Nintendo, and you're like, oh, I want to play this game, but it's only on the PS4, so you get a PS4.
Right.
Or
Yeah.
PC kind of has a widespread of almost everything. Like a lot of things, especially nowadays, that are on console are also coming to PC. Nintendo's going to be the last one to do that, but
I don't think
we'll
they're
see.
ever going to.
I don't think they
You
will
don't think
ever.
they'll ever do that?
No, I think they would rather die.
I
I think that they would
I don't
rather
think you're
just
wrong.
lose their company.
I don't think you're wrong, but
I don't think that's a good company. Like they just make weird decisions all the time.
No, Nintendo makes very questionable business decisions all the time. Like with the Amiibo, how they only made like a couple thousand of them, and
I don't-
everybody
what is-
wanted
I don't even know what that is.
Amiibo. They're
They're
basically
dumb.
like little
They're dumb.
figurines
They're
of
so dumb.
Nintendo characters.
Oh, and you can like scan them and like
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
happens,
they're
right?
those
No,
things.
I have
So
seen those.
yeah,
I have seen
collectors love those. I have like 16 of them. I've never taken them out of the box because
What is wrong with you?
I don't know. They look pretty on my shelf.
That is so weird.
Yeah, I know. But
those. You guys
yeah.
want to see my 16 amiibos? I got them.
That's what I tell every girl I bring over.
Right, of course, to the office.
Yeah.
Nice. God, I understand the comment section now.
Yeah.
This is so easy.
Yeah.
I love you, but it's just very easy.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
Okay. Friends Without Benefits is the collective. You guys all do things individually, I'm assuming. If you want to shout out that stuff.
Go subscribe to youtube.com
I'm not shocked.
Weegee
I'm
Plays.
not shocked that you were the first one to jump in. Say it one more time because I interrupted you.
Go subscribe to youtube.com/Weegee Plays.
How do you spell that?
WEEGEE Plays. PLAYS.
I just wanted to see how far out of high school you dropped out.
I can spell my own name.
Okay.
I'm
Oh,
not
God.
that dumb, thankfully.
It's on his shoes.
Okay,
Actually,
so
I haven't really
I will
really
say
got shoes.
this man is very dedicated to his brand.
Yeah,
His
no, I love
license
it.
plate says Weegee.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I
His
love it.
shoes says Weegee.
Yeah.
Like he's determined.
I respect that.
Thank
You're
you.
like the Kanye West of the Oklahoma City video game scene.
Exactly.
Dude, that's your new Twitter bio right
the
there.
Oklahoma Kanye West. Is that?
I'd gladly take that title. Absolutely.
Kanye's the best.
That's a good title.
What do you guys got going on individually, like outside of Friends Without Benefits?
I do nothing else.
Twitter.
I literally, you can follow me on Twitter. I'm going on like social media hiatus for a couple weeks though. So like,
Please follow me.
Hey,
before I
you,
go
can,
here.
you can follow me at Major D Duncan if you just want to see me retweet these guys' tweets. Like that's
Sure.
really, you can
So
either
it's like a one-stop shop. I don't want to follow both of them. I can
yeah.
just
So
follow you.
instead of following all of them, just
Right.
follow me.
That's your
and,
pitch.
and you'll
That's
just
your
get the
pitch.
same thing.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I hate you so
And
much.
you only retweet the good stuff. So
Yeah, exactly.
Which is all of my tweets. Which is why you should follow me at twitter.com/dadasheck.
That's
dad
a great username.
_as_heck. And
Dad
thank you.
as heck underscores.
Also on Twitch with the same name.
That's a great username.
Thanks,
I
man.
love it. And then Jacob, Alpharad,
yeah.
Alpharad TV,
No.
Alpharad on Twitter.
Yes. No. It's Alpharad TV on Twitter because
Okay.
Alpharad's taken. But I have a hookup at Twitter HQ.
Oh, you have a connection.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got a
You
connection.
have a hot connect to
Yeah,
Twitter.
she's getting me at Alpharad, and she's gonna get me verified. So
Wow.
yeah, so it's gonna be a good year. But
It's all been leading to this, baby. I'm getting that check mark.
Everything's looking up.
so you can follow me at Twitter tentatively at Alpharad TV. In about 6 months at Alpharad, we'll see. And
I'm gonna find Alpharad TV after you switch over and just
I'll
pretend like,
give it to
I'll
you.
pretend like
All
it's still
yours.
I'll pretend like it's
All
still
yours.
you'll have the same followers. Like,
Yeah.
They'll migrate over.
yeah.
All right.
And then at youtube.com/Alpharad.
And Friends Without Benefits is FWOB_ on Twitter.
Correct.
And Friends Without Benefits on YouTube. Just Google it. You'll find
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
I
pretty
think what you
much.
guys are doing is very cool. I think it's awesome that we have something like that happening in Oklahoma.
Thanks, man.
Friends Without Benefits. Thank you for being here. I'm going to play your final song of the evening. Someone decided to go with Mika, All She Wants. That's a Jacob pick, right?
Yes, Mika's my favorite artist. I listened to his first album when it came out. I was at a CD store and I saw this and had a very colorful album.
Yeah.
Picked it up, loved it, followed him ever since.
Is that the one that has Any Other World on it?
I don't remember.
That's my favorite Mika. That's a
Not a
great
real
song.
I think it is.
It's a good song.
It's either that or the second one. I know that much.
So here's Mika, All She Wants. Thank you guys all for being here. Really
Thanks for
appreciate
having
it.
Absolutely. Thank you for
And,
having
Love
us.
being here. It was such a fun time.
I will be back next week.
It's an age-old conversation that is changing with the times.